down quite a lot of AP damage depending on the build. We'll see what Monkey decides to go towards. BLG obviously hovering on towards the Jhin at the moment. I don't love the Jhin in this situation. Yeah. Just commit to the sprint at Yukon position. Yeah. It is going to be the Sivir locked in. It's that risky plays. And we're seeing a lot of people dropping pretty low health. This is where you...
Okay. Oh, nice serve there. Scars had hit level 6. Knight not going to hit the seismic shove, even though Vampire is here, and they know that this will go right over to Karis. First blood for WE won't be taken quite yet. We do have Grubs in about a minute. Ooh. We have a Pantheon ult coming up top. As Bin is looking to link up, and it's Shadow. Cube down to about half HP, and he doesn't have an ultimate to get out. There's a flash in the back pocket. We'll land the double knockup, but it looks like he is just going down with the ship, and it's going to be Shadow getting credit.
Nice to be able to pick up, right? Neither of these teams are incredibly good at using these Grubs. It's not like you've got yourself a Yorick on squad.
We'll be able to claim the Dragon fairly easily without a contest. Honestly, blocks are a real pro-level move, and if you want to play like the pros in your own solo, hook not landed by On, and now we're going to go with the ultimate. On will be able to burn the cleanse, and Twisted advances on him, and he's a little too far ahead, is Monkey.
Yeah.
For a turnaround here, big knockups coming through. Vampire got hit. The exhaust is out, but it's on to On. Vampire is dying. Here comes the teleport in. Is Taeyun looking to fight safely, looking to take out Shadow, but he can't before Vampire dies. And Bin joins the party, and he's eating Taeyun alive. Won't be able to find Karis, but Knight will chase him down, and he's stuck in a corner. He's being rifled by rocks. We'll see.
Oh, Monkey, hang on.
Wrong side of the tracks right here. He's going to get rooted up himself. Shadow
no flash.
Go right on top of him.
What?
Monkey is able to survive through that. Now Vampire and Taeyun also in a weird spot. The Vampire's just going to die.
Giving over that kill to BLG, and BLG, they're just managing to find themselves these little picks here. Again, Taeyun just going to get jumped, and he's immediately taken out.
I do think they have good scaling here with Karis, but with this Dragon resetting, all of a sudden they are in a bit of a weird spot. Knight is ready. Weaver's wall coming in to cut them all off.
Oh my.
But guess what? Knight's cut off himself. He's got a flash over the wall. But Elk is able to free hit. But here comes Sion choo-chooing through, splitting the gap as Shadow falls. Vampire stays alive, but Taeyun and the Dragon's on top of him. Monkey goes to finally help out his AD carry, and Team WE take the win.
Over-aggressive right there from BLG. On steps up on a member in this fight. The difference, though, is that Bin's going to be able to pick himself up a tower, whereas in the previous fight, where Cube doesn't going to result in the Dragon being picked up as well. That's now the second Dragon for WE.
I don't know if you noticed, but Elk got caught by the hostile takeover, man. Speaking of being hostile, getting served up is Bin, and his ultimate is not going to land. He's got to flash out, but the rest of BLG are trying to help him out on from behind. Looking to cause some disruption. Karis is going to put the turret down. He's going to get rooted up. Knight with a big seismic shove there as the health bars begin to get low, but so does Ons. He's got to get out. Monkey stunned up in the area. Down to about 2,000 HP.
TP.
The question is, can Shadow get close? No, sir. And now we're going to go all the way in. Monkey just trying to create some space. He's going to flash away as On goes down. The hostile takeover was perfect. Knight will fall, but Elk is still getting the opportunity to hit. He's got a good flash as Bin came from behind, and EWE alive. Shadow moving forward. He's on Karis. Bin trying to survive as Elk is desperately trying to help his top laner, and he does survive. And it's a triple kill for Shadow and a big win, an ace for BLG.
The difference for BLG is the Bin teleport into the backline. The early fight goes wrong. On dies almost immediately, but it doesn't matter. It just up right here. Cube still very tanky, though. He is able to body block and frontline very well for his team. And there's a backline, though. Bin, another flank.
Weaver's wall, too, but guess what? On's already dead, but front to back is what gets the job done. Bin is stuck in the back line, desperately trying to fade back, but will finally fall. Elk is still full HP as Karis tries to get on top of him, but Knight is throwing rocks, and WE are glass houses right now. It's a double kill for Elk. Karis is stuck in the jungle, and he will die tonight.
They can also just instantly turn and grab themselves the Drake as well. A huge swing in terms of effective stats for the squad. And this is what we needed to see from them, right? They've got themselves the slightly earlier game focus composition with his ulti through Taeyun, chucks his ulti through Vampire, chucks his ulti through. One of them has to hit. It doesn't matter if he's got Spell Shield and Cleanse. Cube gonna get bullied away from this tower. Mid lane tier 2 is going to fall. The response from WE is to grab themselves a top lane tier 1 over the mid lane priority. On might potentially be caught though.
Yeah, let's see. Can they burst him out, trying to get him closer to Taeyun and Vampire? Weaver's wall cuts them all off now. Taeyun's in a pretty rough spot. Shadow trying to do what he can, but on the backside, it's Knight just continuously throwing rocks.
Shadow.
He's going to drop his ultimate down, but he's not going to hit anybody. Has Bin gets to that back line again. Hostile takeover ain't going to do enough Karis has to slide over, but it does not matter. BLG lay WE to slaughter.
They think that they found themselves a catch onto On, but it just baits the members in way too far. Bin going to attempt to get the kill. Teleport out is going to save at least one member right here for WE, but it doesn't matter. BLG, they win the fight, and they take the Baron as their prize.
They tried. It was not successful. We did not see the ultimate we needed to see out of Vampire. Karis didn't even have his up for that fight.
Yeah.
Very useful play by Shadow on that side lane. Very underrated there.
Two Infernal Drakes in their back pocket as well. The effective stats are huge. And I think nothing demonstrates hold this mid lane by himself. With 4 members strong in the bottom lane, this tower is soon to fall. And as soon as it does, there's a potential for just a snap engage out of BLG. W do good in reacting.
All right, we're going to go right on Cube, and they have the damage to be able to take him out. Ultimate landed by Taeyun, but it only chunks out Shadow. Meanwhile, over the mid lane, Bin looking to take care of Karis. The Emperor's Divide will be able to get him out.
And used defensively again, though, isn't able to find himself any big proactive praise is Karis. And now BLG, they are going to crack open the base. The bot lane inhibitor falls. The mid lane inhibitor will go down too. BLG wisely decide not to Monkey. He's actually going to have to pop the ulti through. Not ideal.
All right, well, Knight has caught himself in a corner. Bin does get exhausted, but it doesn't matter, Bloxer. Look at all the damage. As that tree gets chopped down.
Nothing you can do right now, BLG. They are just bigger, they are badder in this situation than WE. The siege has stalled out without the Baron buff. It is very tricky for this composition to be able to siege. Taking out Monkey does just buy them that little bit of extra space. You're no longer worried about that ulti as well. The Nature's Grasp being used there to not even save his own life. Oh, good catch though, Knight.
Yeah, he's gone golden. Guess who's going to try to help out? It's Shadow. But guess what? Shadow in a 1v3, reminiscent of the Battle of Thermopylae. It's 300 via a lot of guys. Shadow goes down to the GA, but the rest of his team are able to bail him out. Emperor's Divide just to shove him away and keep him alive. And guess what? On and Elk finally show up to the party to take out the turrets and end game 1.
Apparently, all BLG needed to end this game was to have a pick happen on tonight. He still manages to get away. It's going to be a deathless game right here out of Elk. And a real show out of all of the members of BLG. Very aggressive down in the bottom lane. This bottom lane is going to be incredibly explosive. Don't do that. Yeah, the Orianna was always going to be the pickup right here. I like the idea.
Veigar would have been great here. That cage would have gone crazy against this team. Which is why I was disappointed.
Would have been good.
One of my favorite champions.
Right.
4.5 deaths and half of an assist over 2 games. Not great as we see an engage on the bot side. Instant flash from Elk because that Valkyrie is so strong.
Yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about, right? Elk and On, they can keep the pressure up for as long as they want, but they have to avoid getting caught out. Going in again is Vampire. Oh, he misses.
This is a problem. Uh-oh, flash after him. Down goes Vampire, and they're looking to double up on him, and they do. On gets that kill, too.
Critically, Vampire misses his Shattering Strike. The second that he misses out onto that one, it's so easy to see that, hey, let's just
be like, Monkey needs to do something. But that's just the way that this team has been, Bloxer.
Yeah.
So we're going to call the Forge God coming through. It's going to knock up Cube. Cube does not have that ultimate. Remember, he used that. And look at the turnaround. Monkey is starting to do something. He's going to flash after Shadow, but he gets knocked up himself. But Bin has no mana. And Monkey wants to continue to fight. He's taking some damage back, but he gets the job done. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Elk's got to burn the barrier. Taeyun has plenty of mana this time around. The question is, can he finish him off? If you do, can On get the kill? He does manage to find the one, and he will be able to escape around, throw out some Qs. It will be 2 for 1 for the Grubs for WE.
Just going to land a little bit of poke, nothing too much that he needs to do.
Secure the Dragon at 11 minutes without any contest whatsoever, which, while that's good for them...
Shadow even getting pushed away from his blue buff right there.
Like
Cube
this.
now,
Exhaust because of the spell book. Cube has no flash. Remember, he used it in the last engagement. Big knockup is there, too. Big play by Bin. Not at all. Monkey is going to head over, but it's a 4v3. I don't know if this is the fight that you want to take. On's going to get in there. Pop Blossom lands on the 2. Taeyun has to flash away, and On is getting taken very low. Will fall to Vampire. See Monkey try to charge 40. Wants to go in on Bin. Remember, Bin is all MR, no armor right now. So he goes down pretty easily. Knight in the area. We're going to maybe take this one away. Shadow wants in, but it's smited away. And now they're going to look for Shadow. Shockwave landed. Ultimate used by Monkeys. He looks for more. He finally finds the Wukong.
Monkey.
Here comes the equalizer over the top. And now they're going to look for Knight next as Monkey continues to lead the charge. Just waiting for that Wind Becomes Lightning. Not going to come up. Cube is going to be able to finish off Bin between worlds onto Elk as well. Trying to get away, but he can't do so. A double kill for Karis and Team WE.
Find themselves a lead that they desperately needed in this series. Drake as well into their back pocket.
We'll say it again. It was Monkey, the one who really kept that fight going. And we're going to see him try to make another play on the Cube. He does burn his flash, but a great prediction means that he is cooked as well.
Yep. It's now going to be the second time that
There's
play
fights
works.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to
flashing
keep
away,
going.
going to look for a re-engage. The Pop Blossom's there. Elk over the wall. Shockwave lands only onto one. And Team WE will continue to use their push in the mid lane with this Herald.
I'm not sure that Elk particularly wanted to land himself exactly where he did. If he did, then a bit of a misplay. Just finds himself out of position, isn't able to land any more of the damage. Now Bin teleporting in, huge damage onto him.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
Yeah, he just takes so much damage from these physical damage dealers.
Yep.
So, Sadakon down below 10k HP. Shadow finally spotted. Is
on.
over on the side. He's completely alone. The Equalizer's going to split up Knight and Shadow. Pop Blossom trying to keep himself alive, but he can't. And we're going to see Elk finally join the party. Meanwhile, Shadow's just getting 1v1 by Cube. Cube taking a lot of damage on the backside here as Knight is trying to do what he can. But Monkey with a flash forward. The Wind Becomes Lightning right on top of Knight. And he can't take him out. No, he will. Wind Becomes Lightning. Gets the job done. Bin is here, but he only has Ignite. Call the Forge God going to come through. Who's going to secure it? It is Taeyun. Taeyun is the one who finds the Otacon.
Oh, it was so close to actually being stolen away right there by Bin. Elk gonna get jumped again. Huge damage landing, but the re-engage.
All right, Elk, you don't have summoners. You got the barrier. Ults to the other side to keep himself upright. Bin burning away, though. He still takes so much damage, and he will fall. Karis on the teleport, looking to kill Elk, too, and he will be able to find him. What are BLG doing? They're standing around.
Away from this one, please. You have to walk away.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
Because otherwise, WE, they're just going to keep this gravy train rolling. They've got all the momentum in this game, and they do not seem to be slowing down.
This is a problem. This is a problem. Pop Blossom is here. It's going to land on the 2. Knight is just hanging around waiting to use the Shockwave at a good opportunity. But this turret is doing a lot of damage. Now Monkey is on top of Knight. Wind Becomes Lightning is going to land. His Bin is just getting whittled down by Taeyun. He is on an island, and it's not Love Island. He's got nowhere to go. No love lost for that guy.
Yikes.
As the top tier 2 will be split among multiple members. Shadow and Elk will get some gold for themselves, but Knight stepping up a little bit too far, has a nice sidestep there, but he's gone from the Knight in Shining Armor to a loser in aluminum foil.
There we go, and you really need to get those recalls coming through right now, otherwise you will lose this game. Yes, you get a little bit of gold into a couple of key carries here as BLG, but WE, they're able to just keep on walking forwards. They can transition it now. Mid lane, Vampire.
Cyclone Elk in the middle of everybody trying to make the hero play. But the Kaisa gene does not kick in when you're too far behind. Team WE, Cube. Just absolute domination of Bin. Yeah. When you land double tasers.
Capitalize on it. The only member going to be dealing damage at the moment
that Equalizer.
is Elk.
On going to be targeted out. He's going to have to flash over the wall. Cube flashing after him. And Knight is getting burnt. Elk is dead. Pop Blossom. It's not going to save you. Shadow finally hits the Cyclone. But the Shadow Clone Jutsu ain't going to save you. Cube rightfully getting a triple kill. Getting his flowers this game. As Bin is the last one standing.
This is now going to be 2 people going deathless right here for WE. Bin, he doesn't have any friends for another 20 seconds at least, and with the Baron Empowered minions here, this is going to be a WE victory. BLG, they couldn't hang on to this one, and they get overrun by WE.
Monkey on tanks, I sleep. Monkey on carries, I wake. As he goes 6-0-9. Coming up huge.
The Akali, but I don't think it works particularly well into this composition. I think you need something that can sit further back. The Hui fits that archetype a lot better. I think if the Mel was still available and wasn't taken off of the board completely for everybody, the Mel could have been nice for him to really get this game rolling for BLG.
Yeah, and we saw on the Pantheon that he was really able to get the job done there. Oh, we're going to see a full engage. Taeyun is low. Taeyun is going to die. Hold on, he's still alive, but he will finally fall. And the question is, will Vampire be able to escape with his life? It looks like he will, but the BLG bot lane stand tall.
And this is the thing, right? You win because of the poke, because of landing that Winter's Bite and then being able to jump onto people. You outrange the Xayah massively, but as soon as On's actually able to get involved, as soon as he's able to jump forward, land
the flash!
himself...
Ignite!
What?
Elk
He's
is
dead!
Vampire! What? You beauty! taking them away means that you can take so much power out as they're going to go all in here onto Karis. The Protector Vampire does not have the ability to save him. On gets credit for the kill, but now the rest of WE have collapsed. They're going to be able to find Shadow in a 1-for-1, and now On is stuck. BLG are going to look to group up. Knight does have Tippers available if he wants to do something, but they are down a man right now.
No.
So it looks like WE will be able to secure themselves some of these grubs. They are getting low. Who's going to get them? It's 1-for-1. Monkey whiffing the ultimate.
Oh, no!
And Smithy making an appearance in the LPL. Spiraling Despair down, but it ain't going to help. Monkey's going to be the next target as Elk flashes forward after him. Monkey will be able to flash out a 1-for-0 in the end for BLG. They managed to use that paranoia. No vision on the WE bot lane right now, but On is going to step up. They're going to try to go all in, and here he goes. They're going to follow it up too. Double taunts. Knight flashes over. They drop the kitchen sink on WE, and Vampire is stuck under the turret.
And they might be able to get him out of this one.
Oh, they're using Tibbers.
Tibbers gonna be the MVP of this situation. There's
salute,
no
Tibbers.
way. Yeah.
07 salute.
No.
Given the fact that Shadow is taking it back, even with Paranoia up, looks like they're not overly interested. Meanwhile, Dominus popped up on the top side. His Cube's flash is forced.
And it doesn't look like BLG want to contest onto this one at all. Nice shoved on through. Top lane, Bin going to be able to take down this first brick as well. And that is going to be the feats.
Looking toward getting this turret on the bottom side. They're going to invest the Sejuani teleport for it just to secure it. So, I mean, I can respect it. You get some gold over. You have to do something on the side lane.
Absolutely. You really need to just keep yourself afloat in this game.
You can't do that at that. It's just not possible.
Yeah, it's so tricky to try to get away. Bot lane tower is going to go down. It looks like WE are angling for a fight.
Cube is just diffing. Getting diffed, I'm sorry, by Bin. As Gigabin has fully returned, I think. Bloxer, he is really playing well.
Yeah, brief hiatus in the previous game, but even then he was definitely not the problem in that one. Now aggression coming through.
Right, here we go. Yeah, we've gotten onto the Karis. Karis, he has the flash of the wall. Here comes Knight. Over the top once again. Wiping away Team WE, and all Taeyun can do is run for the hills as BLG menacingly will force him back to the turret, and they'll even look for more. Cleanse, used, doesn't matter because the Croc will eat you alive.
There we go, 3-4 quick kills right there for WE. So for BLG, they're going to be able to turn this one into the tier 1 tower in the mid lane as well. And it's just falling apart for WE. They think they found themselves the angle. They don't expect...
I don't think it gets any easier from here. I suppose if you get to 6 items, maybe, but with the go buttons, I don't think they're going to let you get there. And they hit the go buttons. They hit the support as Vampire will fall shortly. Bin is forced off to the side, and he will go walk around as Vampire has realized. He waves his white flag, and he falls too.
He's just delaying his recall at that point. It's going to be another nice little bit of engage, and this is what BLG can do with the composition with a couple of snap engage tools. I really like the Nocturne paired up alongside the Rakan. People often talk, right, goes in, they're just losing space. They're just losing out onto their jungle camps. They're just losing out onto the vision war right now. It's rough out here for WE. They have to find a way to fight back, but so far, not happening.
Lights out. And everybody's home as Knight will blow up Taeyun. Shadow will follow. Monkey on the backside. Karis desperately trying to do anything, but he will fall all the same.
WE, they love sending us to a game number 3, but they love losing them too, and that looks like it's going to be the outcome here. BLG, they made it look a little bit trickier than they needed to overall, right? They got pushed around during game 2, they get pushed around in the early bot lane of this game, but the second you get a couple of kills on some of these key carriers, BLG, they just keep on running this one through. Another tower gonna fall. The gold lead extends. At this point, it's 10,000 gold, the advantage for BLG, and they're gonna grab an Atakan, you know, just as a cherry. They could just send Shadow to be able to pick this one up. Baron is going to be the prize they really want, though. That's going to allow BLG to find...
Straight up 4v4. We do see On trying to clear a ward, and it looks like WE are going to try to snap onto him.
Alone.
They managed to do so. They burst him out. Nobody's there to help him.
Oh, Karis.
This is mean. This is cyberbullying. Karis, watch out. Karis, watch out.
No!
Oh, no.
That's so sad. That's one of those moments where the god vision that we get as observers really, really bites you. And yeah, without Karas available, that is going to be any hope of WE capitalizing on the pick onto On, immediately evaporating in front of their eyes. Two-man Baron going to be picked up by BLG. And with the Rakana back on the map, this is just going to be a push in. The base should be cracked open, and this game should be BLG's.
You ever watch Breaking Bad?
Not. I'm so sorry.
Have you ever seen the meme where like Walter White is in the car yelling?
Yep.
Yelling like
no.
that was
Yep.
us right there. Karas, no! Karas,
Don't do
no!
it. Not that push. I mean, it was set up so well from Knight. He knew there was no vision available. He knew Karas was going to want to push that wave through. Yeah, really unfortunate to see.
All right. Well, Elk is taking at least a bit of damage here, but with that top turret down and Ben doing his thing, he's level 18 right now. It's just a matter of time before these turrets begin to fall. As Taeyun can't even hit this this cannon minion here. Knight is returned to the party. He still has his flash available, by the way. Didn't have to burn it in that last fight. So the Nocturne ult's going to be used just to allow them to take the structure for free.
Yep.
Nice usage there by Shadow.
Absolutely. Shadow being a light switch, exactly what they need. That's going to be the mid lane inhibitor cracked. Top lane wave pouring in. Inhib already down to well below half. And that one's going to be taken off of the board too. Bot lane, the only remaining structures outside of the Nexus towers, and even those are being cracked. The long range wave clear just isn't coming through. WE, they are overpowered at the moment.
It's a wallet diff for them. They went to the bank. They took out took a withdrawal. They put all the money in their wallet, and it's a fat wallet right now. And they started walking around and shellacking WE with it.
Yeah, 4K across the board pretty much in terms of the advantage. It's so much.
So
the smallest advantage is the ADCs, and it's still 1,000 gold to BLG. Teleport going to come in from Bin. They want to end this game right here, right now.
Wow, yeah, I noticed only 1,000 gold, as you said. Report this Elk guy, jeez. he only was down like 30 CS early. I mean, poor guy. Really didn't have a whole lot to do, but it's going to be Elk who gets the last laugh, barring a major miracle. Monkey. Oh, man, I don't even want to talk about it. Cuba's going to get fully engaged on. Anna's going to be able to slide out. Not a whole lot of damage happening because of big blocking by Vampire, but Knight finally got in there. Everybody's forced back to the fountain. Taeyun still alive, but can't say the same for Karas, as Taeyun will stand in the waters of his fountain and wonder what the heck happened to his game as BLG soundly defeat Team WE 2-1.
Yeah. As BLG, you're going to